Yo, what's going on, you guys? I'm gonna try and make this uh, a little bit shorter than the last video I made because the last video I was just rambling at one point, and I'm just literally like as soon as I stopped filming that, I started filming this. So, so I've still gotta figure out his name. Mark Hamill's a Joker, dude. But yeah, today I'm doing a video just covering the state of like superhero games, because that's oh shit, Cosmic Shake. AEW Fight Forever. Free games for PlayStation Plus are solid. But the state, yeah, right. The state of um PlayStation Plus. The state of superhero games. Now I think it's honestly, some of them are really going to shit. Some of them are great still. Some of them that are older ones are still holding up better than some of the games that are here that I'm about to talk about here. Like, I'm also gonna consider the newer God of War a superhero game, or like a at least like yeah, because like in my eyes, God of War, Kratos is like basically like a superhero. He's just not protecting a bunch of people in a city. He's just protecting his son. In the newer games, at least. The Horizon games, I'm not going to cover as much of those, but I would consider those superhero games as well. But so let's say Arkham Asylum, Arkham Origins, Arkham City. I'm gonna count the Star Wars games as superhero games, because I mean, come on, you play as a Jedi, right? Really anything in Star Wars, you're considered a superhero. I'm going to consider I wouldn't call The Last of Us a superhero game. Spider-Man games a superhero game. Batman Arkham Knight, obviously. Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart, even though that's like a game that you play that's just like an animated game, I'll still consider that a superhero game. Obviously, I'll consider this this Suicide Squad. I don't know if you can call that a superhero game, because you're basically just playing as supervillains, but you know what? I'm gonna call it a superhero game, just like a hero game in general. Because at the end of the day, I think they're called Task Force X. Those guys were being put in charge to. Oh yeah, Hogwarts Legacy. Those guys were being put in charge to save lives, because the Justice League was literally like under Brainiac's control. So, another game, another one. Yeah, all the Spider-Man games. Yeah. Yep. I think that's probably Ghost of Tsushima. I'll put that as a hero game. And I'm just gonna. This is gonna be another ramble, probably. But yeah. So if I'm like Batman Arkham Origins, Asylum, Night City, those games top of the line for me at least. They play great. Yeah, I even thought Origins was underrated personally. That game is super underrated in my opinion. Like, the boss fights were great in that game. Granted, it played just like City and almost basically looked just like City, but I had no problem with that. It's just like a lesser version of City. If I was to rank those games, probably go City, Asylum, Origins, and Night. I don't know, but I could also say City, Origins, Asylum, and Night. Because, like, for me, Origins and Asylum are neck and neck. But the one thing I didn't like about Arkham Knight was the dumb old freaking like challenges when you're in the Batmobile. Dude, I hated those. Like the Cobra tanks and the fucking cloud burst. That shit was whack, dude. Like I didn't like that at all. But yeah, like so in terms of Star Wars games, The Force Unleashed those are great games. I have to play those again actually. Gotham Knights is probably lower tier. That's probably a 6.5 out of 10 from me. Jedi Survivor, Jedi Fallen Order. I think those are very great games. I probably give those a 9 out of 10, 9 or 8, maybe 10 out of 10. And yeah, so I'm just gonna talk about some of these games that I like, and just the state of superhero games in general. If they're gonna come out with a Star Wars Outlaws, I just don't know how that's gonna do. I've heard a lot of people say it's got terrible reviews. It's just not gonna do well. It's gonna flop as soon as it releases. But you know what? I still got it pre-ordered. I have that pre-ordered. I got Undisputed pre-ordered. I got the college football game pre-ordered, and I'm probably gonna get Assassin's Creed. Assassin's Creed, that's another game I would consider as a superhero game. Just because you're basically a superhero assassin. But a lot of it is also based on who makes the game. Like WB Montreal, Warner Bros. Montreal made this Gotham Knights game. It flopped. Like everybody, that game's basically dead online. I'll get a couple people who join the party or join my game here and there. And I mean, that's about it. It's not as popping as it should have been. If it played smoother and, you know, the gameplay was better, the movement was better, I guarantee you it would have done better. But even the graphics could have been better. A lot of it could have been better. I hope this Suicide Squad game is at least better than Gotham Knights, but who knows? It might not be. But you know what? It's really hit and miss with these superhero games, or like even like Star Wars games, because Star Wars games are mostly made by EA now, because they've got the rights to Star Wars video games, I'm pretty sure. Battlefront 1 and 2, great games. Jedi Survivor and Jedi Fallen Order, great games. If Outlaws becomes their one loss or becomes their one fuck up, then I think they're doing pretty well. Like, I'm still gonna buy that and play it. Like, ugh, brother, ugh. But like, yeah, like if that becomes their one mess up, then they're doing really well. I mean, you know, and I'm gonna cover the state of Call of Duty too, but I don't know, man. That's the thing. Like, every single superhero game is hit and miss. Then that's what sucks about it. So I'd probably give Gotham Knights a 6.5 out of 10, Fallen Order a 9.5 out of 10, which is basically a 10 out of 10. Let's just be honest. I'm a huge Final Fantasy game. I guess you can call it a superhero game. I love that. I love those. But so 9, 10 out of 10. Yeah. So I'm probably cut this at like 10 minutes, 30 seconds. Yeah, like Rocksteady, the people that made this, as soon as Sefton Hill and what's his face, left, literally the two presidents and founders of the company, like, dude, like, without Sefton Hill to watch over that game, I don't think it even had a chance. Like, I don't know if it did have a chance, because without those two guys, those are the guys that made City. Like, and City's considered an amazing game. Yeah, I'm probably gonna make another video just trying to put my stance on Batman games, like Arkham games and stuff like that, and just like Batman Familyverse in general, Rocksteady in general, WWE Games Montreal in general. So, all right, well, I'm already at 11 minutes, so I'll see you guys soon. Peace.